Would you go to Mars if you had the chance? Well, some college students came pretty close. Students from across the U.S. just wrapped up a 10-day simulated mission to the Red Planet, and it took place right here in the natural state. I got the chance to catch up with them before and after the mission. Take a look. Phones off, helmets on. It's time to go to Mars. Well, sort of.
So this program is called Southeast Analog. We are an analog astronaut program, and that means that we are a research project that involves running realistic human spaceflight missions in places on Earth that resemble places on the Moon or Mars. It's hard to put on.
19-year-old Sophia Carrico from Georgia Tech is one of the astronauts leading the 10-day mission at Titan Ranch in Valonia. A former Cold War missile silo turned Airbnb turned living quarters for the crew, with all-you-can-eat snacks and rehydrated food.
All of our meals are nutritionally exactly what we need. They're not exactly solid food.
Definitely an adjustment from the meals they're used to on planet Earth. Oh, and did I mention, this is all underground.
Very much looking forward to seeing the sun again.
I'm definitely nervous about the lack of communication. Since we're simulating a Martian mission, we're not going to have access to the internet. So anything that we bring with us is what we have with us.
This is the entrance to our airlock. We'll go in and out through here when we go on all of our EVAs.
The team is made up of more than just the astronauts in Titan Ranch. Mission Control is back at the Georgia Tech campus. Shivali Chinani is one team member holding down the fort in Atlanta.
We really want to understand what it's like to live in space. We're really curious to see how so many people from different backgrounds can come together to make something like this happen.
The crew is also conducting experiments during their simulated space-time. One involves a rover, seeing how well it moves on Mars soil. The astronauts aren't really getting fresh air because of the helmets, but at least they got to see the night sky for a little bit.
Okay, so we just finished the EVA.
Post-EVA. After a lot of challenges and accomplishments, and more than a week in isolation, our astronauts return to civilization. And the screams say it all.
It was such an incredible experience.
With lots of lessons learned.
I wasn't expecting how hard sleep shifting was going to be. And when you think about it, a soul on Mars is only 24 hours and 40 minutes, which is not that different from Earth. But you would be very surprised that when you're actually living on this schedule, how difficult it is for your body to adapt, especially when you don't have cues like sunlight.
Challenging, but also worth the experience, they say, especially the quality time and funny moments along the way.
One of the things is a lot of the food, it's edible and it is definitely nutritious, but it's not one of our favorite things. So what we started was we started our own dictionary, and we were like, so the barbecue beans are the evil goop and the pasta is the creamy goop. And it was a lot of fun being with all these people. And since we're all going our separate ways now into different schools as well, I'm gonna miss all of them.
But thankfully, cameras still work in space.
We have just gotten so incredibly close, and we've already started planning our reunions. This is the last official time we'll be together for Southeast Analog, but I think the friendships and the relationships that we've built through this program are gonna last for our whole lives.
So long, Mars, for now. Some of those students you saw there actually want to go to space one day, so as you can tell, that was a very beneficial experience for all of them. And when they ended the mission, they said they looked forward to seeing friends and family and, of course, eating a good meal again. You heard them talk about the beans. They told me they were not a fan of the beans.
The goop.
The goop, evil goop.
Yeah. I'm struck by, it seems we've come a long way from when I was a college kid and everybody was talking about the Biosphere 2. Where they locked like 6 would-be astronauts or people into this dome in Arizona, I think it was, for months at a time, all to try and think of what it would be like to colonize another planet or something. And 30 years later, we're doing it in missile silos right here in Arkansas.
That's right. It's an Airbnb, if you heard me mention there in the story. I really want to stay there. That is a cool-looking place. There's 3 levels, and you can feel vibrations because they're all held up by springs. There's probably a better way to describe that, but I'm no architect.
I think it got me excited, and you can watch more of that mission. It's streaming on our TH311 YouTube page.